Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, looking at the clock, and realizing you didn't wake up a single time during the night. Imagine that feeling of true, deep restoration. No stiff back, no brain fog, and most importantly, no frustrating midnight trips to the bathroom that steal your energy. For many of us over 60, this sounds like a fantasy. We are told that fragmented sleep, stiffness, and a weak bladder are just the tax we pay for aging. We accept the idea that our bodies are supposed to decline, that pain is inevitable, and that good sleep is a thing of the past. I am here to tell you that is simply not true. What if I told you that the reason you are waking up tired, the reason your lower back feels like concrete, and the reason you feel that constant urgency to use the bathroom isn't just old age? It is often a mechanical issue. It is tension. Deep, accumulated tension in your pelvic floor, your hips, and your nervous system that acts like a tight fist, squeezing your internal organs and keeping your brain in a state of high alert all night long. If you can release that fist, you can reclaim your sleep. Today, we are not just doing exercises. We are performing a mechanical reset of your body's plumbing and electrical systems. We are going to use gravity and breath to undo decades of tension. By the end of this video, you will have a toolkit that could change your nights and your days forever. Let's stop managing symptoms and start fixing the root cause. Let's get started. Exercise 5, the Great Reset, wall straddle and breath control. We begin with our foundation. This is exercise number 5. Find a clear space of wall. Swing your legs up and lie back. Now, pay close attention to the position of your legs. We are not keeping them straight up together. Let them fall open into a wide V shape. First, look at your knees. Bend them slightly. Do not lock them. Now, place your hands on the outside of your thighs or knees to support them. You are literally holding the weight of your legs with your hands. Why? Because if you just let them hang without support, the inner thighs will tense up to protect you. This support is crucial because this pose specifically targets the pelvic floor. These are the muscles that support your bladder and bowel. When we are stressed or when we have back pain, we unconsciously clench these muscles. We hold them in tension 24/7. A tight pelvic floor is a weak pelvic floor. It cannot relax enough to allow you to fully empty your bladder, and it spasms, sending false, urgent signals to your brain. So, while you hold your legs here, I want you to focus on the area between your sitting bones. Visualize that space. As you inhale slowly through your nose, imagine that space expanding, softening, like a flower opening. As you exhale, just let go. Do not push. Do not squeeze. Just release. Phase 2. The breath monitor and nervous system reset. Now that your hips are safe and supported, let's check your nervous system. Gently release your legs. They should stay in place comfortably now, and move your hands. Place one hand on your chest, right over your heart. Place the other hand on your belly, right over your navel. Unclench your jaw. There is a direct connection between your jaw muscles and your pelvic floor tension. If your teeth are gritted, your pelvis is tight. Open your mouth slightly. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. Now breathe. Watch your hands. When you inhale, only the hand on your belly should rise. The hand on your chest should remain perfectly still. We are signaling to your nervous system that you are safe, that the work for today is done, that there is no tiger chasing you. Continue breathing deep into the belly. Feel your hands rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. If your toes start to tingle slightly, that is okay. It's just the blood flow changing. If it becomes uncomfortable, bend your knees a bit more or lower your legs for a minute. Listen to your body. We are spending time here because the nervous system needs about 7 to 10 minutes to fully switch from fight or flight mode to rest and digest mode. You cannot rush relaxation. In a world that is always rushing, this is your act of rebellion. You are choosing to stop. Take one more deep breath. Imagine the tension draining out of your feet, down your shins, through your knees, down your thighs, and dissolving into the earth. You are becoming lighter and heavier at the same time. Excellent. You are doing something wonderful for your body. While you are resting here in this beautiful restorative pose, I have a small favor to ask. If you are finding relief in these movements, or if you simply believe in taking a natural approach to your health, please take a second to hit the like button on this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow this community of seniors who are choosing strength and health over decline. Thank you so much. Now, let's gently move on. Exercise 4. Happy Baby Pose. Stay right where you are. Do not roll over. Do not move your body away from the wall. We are going to flow directly into exercise number 4 while your pelvic floor is already relaxed. Slowly bend your knees and let your feet slide down the wall. Bring your knees deep toward your armpits. In the traditional version, you grab your feet. But for many of us over 60, that is too difficult and strains the neck. Instead, I want you to grab behind your knees, right at the hamstrings, or hold on to your ankles if you can reach them comfortably. Keep your head flat on the floor. Keep your tailbone reaching down toward the floor. Don't let your lower back curl up too much. Why are we doing this? The hips are the junk drawer of the body. We store emotional stress and physical tension in our hips. When the hips are tight, they pull on the lower back, causing that nagging ache that keeps you awake. Gently rock side to side, just a tiny movement. Massage your lower back against the floor. This pose stretches the inner groin and the lower back simultaneously. It compresses the abdomen slightly, which helps aid digestion. Often, bloating or indigestion can mimic back pain or bladder pressure. By gently compressing this area, we are helping things move along. Breathe deeply. Imagine you are directing your breath right into your hip joints. With every exhale, visualize the hips loosening, lubricating, and opening up. If you feel a pinching sensation, back off. Bring your feet lower. This should feel like a relief, not a struggle. Stay here for another minute. Close your eyes. This is a vulnerable position, but in the privacy of your home, it is a powerful one. It signals to your brain that you are open and relaxed. Focus on the sensation in your lower spine. Feel it lengthening, decompressing. All day long, gravity compresses your spine. Now we are creating space between the vertebrae, space for the nerves to breathe, space for the fluids to flow. Doing this for just 3 or 4 minutes before bed can significantly reduce the stiffness you feel the next morning. It prepares the hips for sleep, so you aren't tossing and turning trying to get comfortable. Exercise 3. The shell, child's pose. Gently release your legs. Place your feet flat on the floor. Now we are going to turn over. Take your time. Roll to your side. Use your arm to push yourself up and come onto your hands and knees. We are moving into exercise number 3, the child's pose. I like to call this the shell because we are going to retreat into our own quiet space. Bring your big toes together to touch behind you. Open your knees as wide as is comfortable, usually about the width of a yoga mat. Now, slowly send your hips back toward your heels. Stretch your arms forward on the floor and lower your forehead down. If your hips don't touch your heels, that is perfectly fine. Do not force it. If your forehead doesn't reach the floor, make a stack with your 2 fists and rest your forehead on your hands, or use a pillow. The goal is to have your neck completely relaxed. This posture is the ultimate timeout for the nervous system. It gently stretches the muscles along the spine, from the tailbone all the way up to the neck. Breathe into your back body. Imagine your lungs are on your back. As you inhale, feel your rib cage expand outward and upward, stretching the skin of your back. As you exhale, let your chest sink heavier toward the floor. This pose is incredibly soothing for the adrenal glands. When we are stressed, our adrenals pump out cortisol, the stress hormone. High cortisol at night destroys sleep. This forward folding shape physically and chemically signals the adrenals to calm down. Stay here for about 2 minutes. For those in the pose, feel the connection between your forehead and the ground. This stimulates the vagus nerve, further lowering your heart rate and blood pressure. You are literally turning down the volume on the world. Exercise 2. The Heart Opener. Gentle Cobra. Slowly, on your next inhale, lift your head and slide your body forward until you are lying completely flat on your stomach. Legs extended straight back, tops of the feet resting on the floor. We are moving to exercise number 2, the Cobra. But please, be careful. We are not doing a push-up. We are not trying to look like a gymnast. Place your hands flat on the floor directly under your shoulders. Keep your elbows tucked in close to your ribs, like a grasshopper's wings. Now, press the tops of your feet firmly into the floor. Squeeze your thighs. On an inhale, gently peel your chest off the floor. Use your back muscles, not your hands. In fact, hover your hands off the floor for a second to make sure your back is doing the work. Look just a few inches in front of you on the floor to keep your neck long. Do not crank your head back. Exhale and lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift the heart. Imagine a string pulling your chest forward, not up. We are lengthening the spine, countering the slouch we all have from sitting, driving, or looking at phones. This exercise opens the chest and the abdominal wall. It stretches the front of the hips, the psoas muscle. A tight psoas, which happens from sitting, pulls on your lower back. Stretching it here gives your back instant relief. Hold a gentle lift for a breath or two. Breathe into the belly against the floor. This internal massage for your organs is fantastic for digestion and kidney function. Before we move to our final, deeply relaxing exercise, I'd love to know where you are joining us from. We have a wonderful community here from all over the world. Please write your country or your state in the comments below. And remember, do not be shy. If any of these movements felt confusing or uncomfortable, ask me a question in the comments. I personally read them and try to help whenever I can. Now, please gently roll over onto your back. We have arrived at exercise number 1. This is the integration phase. This is where the magic happens. Lie down comfortably, legs extended, feet falling open. Arms resting by your sides, palms facing up to the ceiling. If your lower back hurts, place a pillow under your knees. We are going to perform a conscious body scan. We will shut down the body, sector by sector, like turning off the lights in a large house at night. I want you to bring your awareness to your toes. Wiggle them for a second. Now stop. Tell your toes to relax. Feel them becoming motionless. Move your attention to your ankles and your calves. Release any holding there. Feel the heavy bones of your lower legs sinking into the mattress. Move up to your knees. Soften the kneecaps. Let the muscles around the knees melt. Now the thighs. These are big, powerful muscles. Let them turn to jelly. Let them be heavy. Bring your mind to your hips and your pelvic bowl. We did a lot of work here today. Imagine your pelvis is a bowl of warm water. Still, calm, level. Release the glutes. Release the pelvic floor completely. Move up to the belly. Let it be soft. Let it rise and fall naturally with your breath. No tension, no sucking it in, just soft. Feel your lower back, your middle back, and your upper back spreading wide across the surface you are lying on. Bring your attention to your hands, your fingers, your thumbs. Let them curl naturally. Let your forearms and upper arms become heavy, sinking into the floor. Relax your shoulders. Let them drop away from your ears. Imagine invisible hands gently pressing your shoulders down, creating space. Now, the neck and the throat. Swallow once to relax the throat. Relax the jaw. Unclench the teeth. Let the tongue float in the center of the mouth. Relax your cheeks. Relax your eyes. Let the eyes sink deep into the sockets. Smooth out the space between your eyebrows. Finally, Imagine the very top of your head opening up to release any remaining thoughts or worries. You are completely relaxed. From the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, you are safe. You are supported. You are at peace. Stay in this feeling. Memorize this feeling. This is your natural state. Bonus section: 3 sleep hacks for seniors. You can slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, or just stay lying there as you listen. I want to give you 3 powerful lifestyle hacks that act as the perfect partner to these exercises. These are the secrets to sleeping through the night without those bathroom breaks. Hack number 1, the 3-2-1 rule. This is the golden rule for nocturia, nighttime urination. It is simple structure, but it requires discipline. 3 hours before bed, stop eating. We want your digestion to be finished before you sleep. Digestion raises your body temperature and metabolism, which keeps you awake. 2 hours before bed, stop drinking fluids. This is the hardest part. You can have a tiny sip to take medication, but that is it. No tea, no water while watching TV. I know. At first, this seems impossible. You might get thirsty. Start with 1 hour if you have to, and work your way up to 2. But here is the secret. You must hydrate well during the morning and afternoon. Don't be dehydrated, just front load your water. 1 hour before bed, do the exercises we just learned, especially exercise 5, legs up the wall, and exercise 4, the happy baby. Why this specific order? Because when you stop drinking 2 hours before bed, and then you do the legs up the wall 1 hour before bed, you are forcing that fluid from your legs to process through your bladder while you are still awake. You will go to the bathroom one last time right before you sleep, and your tank will be truly empty. Hack number 2, sensory control. When you are doing these exercises, the environment matters. Turn off the bright overhead lights. Use a lamp with a warm amber-colored bulb. Bright white or blue light suppresses melatonin, the sleep hormone. Put on some soft, slow music, classical, slow jazz, or nature sounds. This isn't just for mood. It gives your brain something gentle to focus on so it doesn't start worrying about tomorrow's to-do list. Hack number 3, the detective's diary. I want you to become a scientist of your own body. Keep a small notebook by your bed. Record your progress. Did you sleep better tonight? Great. Write down why. Did you skip coffee today? Did you take a long walk? Did you do these exercises? Conversely, if you had a bad night, write down the variables. Did you eat a spicy meal late? Did you watch the news right before bed and get agitated? We often think our health is random. It is not. It is cause and effect. Once you see the patterns on paper, you can control them. You will realize what works specifically for your body. To wrap up, I want to say something important. If you are still watching/listening to this, it means you are fighting for your health. You are not accepting the narrative that getting old means giving up. I am proud of you for that. Remember, health is not a sprint. It is not a magic pill that fixes everything overnight. It is a practice. It is showing up for yourself on the mat every single evening, even when you are tired, especially when you are tired. Your body is resilient. It wants to heal. It wants to sleep. You just have to give it the right conditions. Try this routine for 1 week, just 7 days. Commit to it, and see if you don't feel a transformation in your energy, your mood, and your life. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. I wish you a peaceful night, a quiet bladder, and the deepest sleep you have had in years. Good night and be well.